All right, not sure if anybody can hear us, maybe. But we seem to be live on YouTube. It is the FCAIC boys basketball playoffs, the Sweet 16, Aiden Blank, Scott Torello. No scoring through the first 3 minutes of this game, but James Mockler just hit one from the charity stripe and a good jumper there, Scott.
Yeah, no scoring, but a lot of activity, Aiden. Both benches really into the game. The crowd, even though, again, it's limited with parents only, very into the game. This has a playoff atmosphere to it. This is exciting.
4:40 left in the quarter. Darien just hit it too as well.
Yeah, you see the defense Darien's playing here. They're face guarding Alex, and everyone else is just kind of playing more of a standard man-to-man. They're clearly decided they're going to take him out of the game.
Began floater in the lane, falls out. Here come the Blue Wave in transition, missed it. Lawler pokes the rebound. 4:10 left in the first. 2-2 with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Aiden Blank, Scott Torello, great to have you with us. 3:53 left as Beacon goes to the low post, had it poked out off of his leg.
Yeah, what's interesting is, and you're seeing it on both sides of the court here, and the game has been very physical. The refs have been letting all of this contact go early. You see both sides showing from some frustration. Began frustrated right there, thought he was bumped, which knocked the ball out of bounds. You saw it play prior with the Darien kid driving to the basket. So the refs have decided early, let the contact go, let these guys kind of decide this game on the court. We'll see if they continue with that throughout the rest of this game.
This is the 8-9 matchup. The winner will take on either number 1 Ridgefield or number 17 Central. And Scott, that's as big of a test as this will be for both these teams. That's going to be such a tough test.
Yeah, especially, having to go all the way up to Ridgefield to play that game as well. I mean, that's brutal, right? So not only is Ridgefield very talented, but then you got to get on the bus, drive up there. It's a horrible bus ride. And that is no easy place to get a victory from. But, the league's been so tight, Aiden, right? I mean, Ludlowe has played these top teams really well. Canaan and so any of these teams, they can win. They can beat these teams, no doubt.
Pass across court, taken away by Vlandis. Up ahead, it's all Leonard. Lays it up at the rack.
Yeah, beautiful left-handed layup. Nice look up by Landis right there, Aiden. Great block, too, by Eric. He's long. You don't account for that.
Kicks to the corner, drive to the block for Lawler. And they hand it back to him up top.
Yeah, I'd like to see Began be a little more aggressive. We've seen him a couple times this year, Aiden. And against Central specifically, he was very aggressive offensively.
Long shot.
Step up.
Long shot goes down. That's 3 buckets for Ludlowe early. They lead it 6-2. 2:49 left in the first. Here come the Blue Wave.
Yeah, beautiful mid-range pull-up by Mockler.
Crossover to the corner and back out. Drive straight into the lane. Stops, pulls up. No. Bloomer too short with one hand, and Mockler rips the rebound. Outlet for Lawler. Brings it up and stands on that Falcon logo. 2:29 left in the first. He goes one-on-one with Simeon Dole. Vlandis high on the wing, back to Lawler straight away. 2:18 left in the first. Handoff Vlandis, crossover to the low block, goes up, blocked by 3 Darien defenders. Ball goes out off the Blue Wave, and it will remain with the Falcons as Vlandis gets ready to inbound to the left of the hoop.
Again, more contact there, Aiden, that they're not calling, right? 6 minutes in, they've yet to call one foul, these refs, and there's definitely been a lot of contact.
Vlandis dribbles out of the corner. Mockler strode away, shot fake, now further into the corner. Good drive into the lane, but offside iron, no, from Lawler. 2-minute mark in the first, and it's 6-2 Ludlowe.
And that's Lawler's signature move, Aiden, knifing through that lane. Just didn't get it to drop.
Dole over to John Fiorita on the wing. Now straight away, driving in Barber. He's going to get hacked by Leonard. Talked to John Daly before the game. He said Eric Leonard is such a big part of this offense, and he was in that regular season game that Ludlowe won by 9, which is now the reason we know why they are playing in this gym and not at Darien. But Daly said Leonard has to perform tonight.
Yeah, he's got great size, right? He's clearly their big man. So he's important. Keeping him on the floor is very important in this game.
To the low block, driving in, splits the defense. Foul on the floor, though. Good drive by the sophomore Jack Barber. This is a very balanced Darien team. They have a good amount of upperclassmen, but they also have a lot of future Blue Wave.
Yeah, they're starting 2 juniors and a sophomore, so they have some nice youth out here, Aiden.
To the corner, Dole. Picked up by Lawler, moves to the wing. Now off a screen, opposite elbow. 1:28 left in the first, into the corner. Fiorita had a problem handling it. Good drive, one more pass down low, off the block, and another foul. This one's going to go on Mockler as Barber went up with one hand. That's 3 on one possession. Really tough breaks there for Ludlowe.
Yeah, we saw no fouls called for 6-7 minutes. Now all of a sudden we see 3 quick ones. But, early in the game, no foul trouble on anyone, although it's 2 on Sean. They'll bring his brother James in because, Sean also has great size, right? So between him and Leonard and, they need those big guys to play tonight.
To the line is Jack Barber. His shot good, so 6-3. That's 2 fouls on Mockler, you're right. Out of the 3 so far. Lawler will bring it across the timeline. 1:15 left in the first. Goes to the wing. Handoff Matt Vavona. First action we see from him. Vlandis high on the elbow.
Now they bring in Keating as well. Another big, strong body. That's Matt's shot right there, Aiden.
Long 3. Vavona missed it, but a rebound by Keating lays it in. So an 8-3 lead. 55 seconds left in the first. Blue Wave bringing up on the far side. That's the left side of the court. Now dribbling right into the lane, stopping, pulling up. Too short, no, too strong. It rolled outside iron. And another foul. This will go against the Blue Wave, though.
Yeah, that's a great rebound, Aiden. He has the incredible strength. That was great D by Lawler, too. Beautiful drive. Stayed in front of him, kept his arms up, made him take a tough shot, and he missed it.
46 seconds left in the first. That's the first foul committed by Jack Barber. Across the timeline, bounced into the corner. Mockler driving the baseline from the low block. Up with one hand and in.
Yeah, he's had a great start to this game, Aiden. 6 quick points in this quarter.
That fancy move, James Mockler. Now they go to the corner. Blue Wave trying to hit a 3, and they do. Big shot goes down from Simeon Dole. And here come the Falcons. 20 seconds as Vlandis controls high on the wing. Trying to answer. 15 seconds. Guarded by Dole. Sophomore on a senior. Got a screen. Moving off to his right. Into the corner. Off to the wing. Vavona to the free throw line and back out. From the free throw line extended. Offside iron. Missed. Rebound ripped by the Blue Wave. They come out with it and take a shot that is well short as time expires in the first. A very quick pace of basketball from this Ludlowe squad. They lead at 10-6 at the end of 1.
Yeah, very few whistles. Up and down they went. Very quick quarter, Aiden. Just what Ludlowe wanted. Nice 4-point lead, end of the quarter. Both teams feeling each other out. Again, you could see the energy in the gym right from the start, right? The Darien bench started off right away, very into the game, which picked up Ludlowe. And, the nice little crowd here. You get the sense that the season is coming to an end, right? Anytime you're in these playoff games where it's survive and advance, you never want to be that one team that gets that early exit and has to go home. So, both teams, they know what they're playing for here. They want to meet Ridgefield on Saturday or Friday, in their gym. That's what you're playing for.
We will have the girls tomorrow. We know they're listening right now, supporting the boys. Walked in nice and early. Got to see Coach Kinsley and the entire team get a good finish to practice. They'll have their first round game tomorrow against Wilton. That's a 5 o'clock start, and if all goes well, we'll be with you on the NFHS network.
Yeah, the girls, they got to be excited, Aiden. super talented 4th seed in the FCAIC. Tomorrow night, that's a warm-up game. But after that, the tournament gets real very quickly.
Yeah, likely a meeting with St. Joe's on this court on Saturday afternoon. 7:55 left in the second quarter as we get underway. Bavona controls it high to the free throw line, extended into the corner. Lawler 3. Oh, too strong off back iron, but a long rebound ripped by Bavona. Now Mockler pulls up opposite side inside the arc and misses. Here come the Blue Wave in transition. Outlet for Drake. Skips into the lane. One more pass. Corner 3. Dole off. Too strong back iron, but Blandis got it in transition. He got it in motion. Handoff Lawler and the lane from the low block lays it in. Ludlowe on the board first in the second. It's 12-6.
What a beautiful fast break that was, Aiden. Connor streaking down the left side of the court. Beautiful bounce pass by Alex.
Into the corner for Bloomer. Into the lane. Puts up a one-hand floater. No. Rebound was tipped out of bounds, and it went off the hands of Bloomer. He tried to get his own rebound. It went through the hands of Stephen Keating and out of bounds. So
Keating's been very active down there early on, Aiden.
And important they have him and Leonard in this game basically from start to finish. Size has been their number one disadvantage this season, especially after losing all those tall seniors last season. Lawler off a screen. Mockler baseline drive, backdoor pass off the low block. Great move by Keating. Made a miss and laid it up off glass and in. 8-point Ludlowe lead.
Absolutely. 2 buckets here for Keating. Aiden, he has come in and has been a difference maker.
Free throw line extended shot fake. Now they back it out. Long 3 straight away. That goes down. Big shot from Preston. Amir Preston, his first points of the night. 14-9, the 5-point Ludlowe lead. Dribbling toward the corner now. Handoff Bavona. Moving straight away. 6:26 left in the second. Mockler, far side free throw line extended. Backs it out. Keating controls straight away. 6:17 left in the second. Throws to Bavona on the elbow. Now dribbling toward the block in the high post free throw line. They back it out. Drive straight down the lane into the paint, and blocked was Lawler. Couldn't quite get anything up. He was outnumbered. Into the paint opposite way. Darien trying to get a transition bucket too strong. Mockler ripped it. Here comes Ludlowe in transition. Very fast-paced game of basketball. Blandis, 3. Free throw line extended near side. Got it. 17-9, Ludlowe leads.
Yeah, it's the first time they did not identify him on the offensive side, Aiden. Good for Alex, right? Found the open spot and knocked that down.
17-9 to the free throw line. Cross lane pass intercepted. Here comes Mockler. Another big transition bucket if they can get it. He was rejected by the rim, but fouled on the way up as he tried to lay it in with one hand. That's the secondary end foul. It's 17-9, and Mockler is headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, what a great start to the game James has had. Rebounding, scoring, just all over the place right now, Aiden. Him and Keaton have really been out there forcing the action.
17-9. That's the first foul committed by John Fiorita. Mockler to the line, crouches, shoots, knocks that first one down. Nothing but net. 10-point lead for no, beg your pardon, and 9-point lead. Trying to bring it to double digits for the first time. Second one, perfect as well. 19-9. This is a little too uncomfortable for Darien. They trail by 10 with 5.5 and change left in the first half, that is. To the high post, controlled by Drake. Looking for an entry pass. Back out onto the wing.
And you see a very similar D by Ludlowe right now. Look at Bavona playing D over there, right? Full face guarding, where everyone else is playing more of a traditional man-to-man D.
Preston had it, stripped away, got it back, starts the drive. High post, skips to the low block, no. And a one-handed rebound by Mockler. He is really raking in the boards so far. Inside 5.5 to play. It's 19-9, a 10-point lead for the Falcons. Blandis calling the play as he stands on that Falcon logo, straight to the hoop. Starts his drive, crossover, moving near side, pull up from the free throw line, a little too short. Good rebound by Darien. They certainly need to get those. They're not going to get the offensive rebounds, but at least they can try to get those defensive boards. Long pass, cross court, and they're going to reset.
See a nice little set here to get him the ball, right? I mean, you see the D they're trying to play on him, Aiden.
Pass into the corner, out of bounds. Preston's first mistake of the night, and it's going to cost him Ludlowe possession with 4:24 left in the second. And a timeout. No, it's a mass break.
Yeah, it's very clear that Ludlowe thinks Preston can beat them. I mean, you see the defense Favona's playing on them. Clearly, the strategy is to not let him touch the ball. Right? It's Favona full face guarding in the half court. Let someone else beat him. So far, that hasn't worked for Darien, so they're going to have to adjust. Just like Ludlowe has adjusted on this end. Right? They're doing the same thing to Alex. They ran a couple nice sets for Alex. Got a nice corner jumper for Connor off of the set. So that should open up the floor for the other guys, Aiden. If you're throwing full frontal on one man, that should create a lot of space for the other four guys to operate.
4:24 left in this second. It's a 10-point Ludlowe lead. After all the fouling we saw in the first from Ludlowe, they very much settled down here in the second. And they're still playing a physical game. They're just able to kind of lay off the fouling, which 3 fouls on one possession is something that hopefully won't come back to haunt them later, but it very well could.
Right, and Ludlowe is the more physical team, between James and Keating and, Verona, Began. I mean, they are the more physical team, so they want to make this a physical game.
Patrick Galusha into the game for the first time, takes it, almost lost it, trapped in that corner. Vavona bounces back to Galusha, moving toward the free throw line, extended, now backs it fully out. Mockler's going to call the play and drive off to his right, stops at the free throw line, and a pass to Galusha went over his head into the stands. That's a rare mistake from James Mockler.
Yeah, they just never got into their offense that set, Aiden. Darien ratcheted up the defense, and it bothered Ludlowe that possession. You see now they kind of brought Connor back in to kind of settle things down. Let me tell you something, Aiden, that was a great rotation right there by Keating. He played tremendous.
4:01 left in the second. It's a 10-point lead for the Falcons. Preston brings it across. He's the only one that's consistently beaten them tonight. Laser to the far side. Fiorita backs it away straight up. First time we call Brian Kiskin's name. Finding Preston. Free throw line extended. Moves to the free throw line. Stops, spins, low block. Forced it up, too short. Rebound underneath. Kristen grabbed it, tried to go up and came down on 2 feet, but a foul called before that. It was going to be a travel, but the foul will bail them out. That's Ludlowe's 4th, and it will send Carson Drake to the line.
Now they'll take their match break. I think that was a Darien timeout before, Aiden.
Okay. That would be Darien's first. They trail by 10 with 3:39 left in the second. Great to have you with us on the Falcon Sports Network. Aiden Blank and Scott Torello. First of, we're hoping 4 games this week in the playoffs. If the boys win, they're playing in Ridgefield unless Central wins, in which case they're home against Bridgeport Central on Friday. That'll likely be a 6 o'clock start. We'll see how things go. And the girls will play tomorrow in their opening game. Assuming they can win that game, they'll likely have a date with St. Joe's. If not, they'll have a date with Greenwich on this floor either way on likely Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, the format of the FCAIC, I mean, what an advantage to have home court. I mean, to not having to travel, getting teams to come to your facility, I mean, that's a big advantage in these playoffs.
First free throw rolls around and in from Carson Drake. Of course, everybody knows Miles Drake, Carson's brother, such a superb player, but Carson getting some time in the FCAIC tournament as well. Second shot, perfect. So they narrow the deficit to 8, and they start in a little bit of a full court press.
Yep, trying to mix it up, right? See how Ludlowe reacts. And beautiful cross-court pass to break it 8.
Yeah, long lasered pass to Began, resets with Lawler, moving off to his right. Another cross-court pass. They're going to try to have a lot of long passing. Stops at the free throw line, backs it out to the elbow, high on the elbow. Began stops his dribble and throws to Lawler. Began again, this time free throw line extended much deeper into that corner. Vlandis high on the near elbow. They rotate. Began got a drive on the lane, but backs it out. They're taking their time. High post with Leonard, pivots and brings it back out to Lawler. They're taking their time with this possession. Make sure they get a bucket. 2:50 left.
And you see Darien in the middle of the possession change their defense from that zone back to man. Very interesting.
High post Leonard, give to Began, pulls up from the free throw line, rolls out side iron, a little too strong.
Yeah, love seeing that though, Aiden. Nice aggressive move. Anytime you get a pull up at the elbow, that's a good
long
shot.
Outlet and a great pass into the lane for Drake.
Yeah, that's good basketball, Aiden. Get your big man streaking down the middle of the court.
Brand new game, 6-point Ludlowe lead, 2:20 left in the second. Darien has plenty of time to try and tie this up before the half. Sharoy Bentley barking out the signals on their sideline. Leonard controls straight away, trying to free somebody up. Finds Lawler in the corner, bounces, insert pass to Mockler, wrestles it away from the defender, goes up, fouled. I don't really know if that counts. The ball went up through the hoop and then came back down.
Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't. It'd be nice if it did, but again, that's just James's effort out wrestling the Darien player for the ball, and he drew the foul. Get to that line, get some easy points.
But tight defense by the Blue Wave. That's their third foul, the first on Brian Kiskin, the senior forward. And at 6'4", he'd be big to knock out. Mockler's first shot is pure, 20-13. Second shot as Mockler heads to the line. This is his second trip today. Crouches, eyes the hoop, releases. Oh, too strong. The rare miss from the line for James Mockler. 7-point Ludlowe lead. That's the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On the wing, Preston backs it out, moves off to his left, stops his dribble to the free throw line just inside of it. Strong pull up, but missing it was Drake. Good rebound, Lawler.
Oh, great rebound by B, and then Lawler gets the push.
Always, he thought he had a defender, or some help on the perimeter, and his pass intercepted by Preston. So here come the Blue Wave. 1:35 left. Long outlet corner, open three. That's a little too strong from Kyle Bloomer. Rebound, laying it in with one hand. A beautiful finger roll from Preston. Falcons got to move. 1:23 left in the second. High on the wing, controlled by Vlandis. They may hold for one shot here, or at least try to take a ton of time off the clock.
You see the Darien bench and coaching staff very into the game now, Aiden. Down 10, now all of a sudden only down 5. Back
Crossover,
in the game.
Beacon skips in the lane, left it short. Good rebound. He was outnumbered. Grabbed by Crispin. Here come the Blue Wave. Drake takes it himself to the rack. The one-hander goes.
Beautiful move
timeout.
Right there, Aiden.
John
Great body
Daly.
awareness.
Timeout Daly. It's now a 3-point lead. It was up to 10 at one point in this quarter. 55 seconds left. Definitely not the way you want to end the quarter if you're Ludlowe.
Yeah, credit Darien, right? They took that timeout, got reorganized, and since that timeout, they're on an 8-1 run to kind of close this gap quickly. Changed up their D, showed a little pressure, showed a little zone, picked up their intensity on the man-to-man defense. Now Ludlowe's just going to have to adjust, get back to what they were doing, right? Pound that ball inside. They have an advantage with Leonard. We had an advantage earlier with Keaton. Take advantage of those big guys in there. Play off of them.
55.4 seconds left. It's a 3-point Ludlowe lead. Here in the second quarter, the winner advancing to take on either top seed Ridgefield or 17-seeded Central. We do want to give a shout out to Ward. They did win. The Ward boys, who got hit with 3 huge losses early in the season and really just never recovered from them. They were a 10 seed. They went to Danbury and won their opening round game today. They'll advance.
Great win by them.
Bounces in for Vlandis. He's tightly guarded as he tries to bring it across center court one-on-one with Miles Drake. That's the matchup that he wants. That's the matchup everybody wants. Moving off to the right. High on the post, high on the elbow. Really had it stripped away was Mockler. Handoff for Began. And now high on the out near elbow is Vlandis. Goes to the free throw line. Zips it out for Lawler. Pass fake. Back to Vlandis. To the corner, Began. A shot fake, 25 seconds. They're probably holding for one if I had to guess. 20 seconds left in the half. 20-17. Ludlowe trying to get one more bucket, make it a multi-possession game as they go to the locker room. Off the screen, Blandis moving to his left, pulls up straight away. Oh, too strong off side iron. 5 seconds left. Here come the Blue Wave. Drake spinning to the free throw line, barely handle. Preston straightaway three at the horn, too short. They got the tip, but it did not go in. It was too strong off top of the glass. So 20-17, the score at the end of the first half. It was fast.
It was. Great pace to the game. The man-to-man pressure is bothering Ludlowe, right? So we're going to have to talk about that during the half. They were handling it very nicely early on, but it has rattled them ever since that timeout that Darien took around 4 minutes left in the second. Still, though, Aiden, up 3, good half, no one in foul trouble. So definitely where you'd want to be at halftime.
Big game between St. Joe's and Greenwich. That is at St. Joe's. That's the 2:15 matchup, but we got to see this Greenwich team. I mean, they're so tall and lanky. Wouldn't surprise me if they knocked them off.
Yeah, that would be a major upset in this tournament. You're right. They did have a lot of length, had some, bodies that definitely had ability, Aiden. But I have to believe that ultimately St. Joe's is the better team and will win that game. The girls' side is going to be St. Joe's.
Well, we do have a pretty big upset already to report. Number 14, Bassick, and it's very interesting. Was talking with John Daly yesterday. He said Bassick is the team to watch. That's the upset game. They just moved on with a 3-point victory over third-seeded Staples. So we already have a 14 advancing into the second round. It's certainly not impossible that the Falcons should beat Ridgefield if they can advance. It's certainly not impossible that Darien does the same thing.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, Bassick, they're tricky, right? Similar on the girls' side, tons of talent. They really didn't get a chance to play many games. And, so they got a late start to their season, so it was hard to kind of evaluate them. Definitely not a team you want to see. Tons of athleticism, tons of guys that could get up and down the court. I mean, they definitely will be a handful.
We should note that St. Joe's was losing that game at half. They were trailing by 2 points, 21-19. You've got a big one in New Canaan. The Rams will hang on and advance. They're going to take the seeding will prevail in that portion of the bracket. It'll be 5-seeded New Canaan and 4-seeded Wilton. That should be an interesting matchup. I was talking with my pal Ian Nicholas, and he was telling me they had some really big losses. He wasn't sure. He was thinking this is probably his last high school basketball game. He's going to get at least one more. We'll see if the Rams can fight through and make it to the semis.
Yeah, Rams very talented, Aiden. This Ludlowe team played them tremendously tight earlier in the season, but they're good. I mean, those top 5 teams in this league, it's very difficult to differentiate them. Ridgefield and Wilton and Staples and St. Joe's. I mean, there's some really good teams at the top there. But with Bassick upsetting one of them already, I mean, it kind of opens the door for a little more madness here.
Yeah, the high seed that would move on now in that portion of the bracket, and obviously it's so unpredictable. The other matchup is 6-seeded West Hill, 11-seeded Trumbull. Trumbull was, I believe, picked to be 4th or 5th in the preseason, and they just have really underplayed this season. West Hill's not a bad team. They could very well be playing for a championship. Now, they are now the high seed left in that portion, and if they can win today, they'll be advancing to take on Bassick. Don't count out the Vikings.
Yeah, it's an interesting bracket over there. I mean, with Bassick upsetting Staples, you're right. Trumbull, I mean, they really have underperformed the last 2 years now. Didn't end the season well last year. High expectations coming to this year. Those did not pan out. Ward, Danbury, I mean, it's really a 7-10 game. Well, let's call it a toss-up game. Nice win by Ward, technically the lower seed. Haven't really get an upset of Greenwich, Aiden, and then this whole side of the bracket's upside down.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You've got St. Joe's and Greenwich, who are now neck and neck. Danbury lost to Ward, so the 10 seed moves on there. You've already seen 2 double-digit seeds in 10 seed Ward and 14 seed Bassick move on, and then West Hill and Trumbull. It's really what it's unfortunately looking like is if St. Joe's doesn't win that game, it's looking like this side of the bracket, the side with Ludlowe and Ridgefield and New Canaan and Wilton, whoever wins that side of the bracket and makes it to the championship from that side is probably going to have a pretty easy title game and win that fairly without much contention.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. Based on the rankings, looks like you could see one very top-heavy side of the bracket, which, that's that's why you play these games. That's what makes it fun. I mean, you could talk about all the matchups beforehand, but until you get on the court and actually see the results, anything could happen.
We're going to take a short break. Join you in about 3 minutes or so for the second half. Ludlow's up 20-17. Be back in a moment for the FCAIC boys basketball playoffs on FSN.
Right.
Back for the second quarter. Ludlowe is on top, but barely. 20-17. Darien ended the first half on an 8-1 run. And in a game like this, Scott, you cannot let them back into it much more. You have to assert your dominance if you're Ludlowe. You have to bring back the play you had in those first few minutes. You have to bring that back to start the second half.
Yeah, for Ludlowe, halftime came at the perfect time.
Absolutely.
They had lost momentum. Darien was surging. Halftime came at a perfect time. So now they got to regroup, get the Momo back, and let's try and extend this lead again.
Blue Waves start the half with the ball. Drive from Bloomer on the far side, lays it in. So what was once a 10-point game is now 1. It's 20-19, 7:39 left. Lawler spinning out of a tight coverage. Very tight defense for the Blue Waves. Shot fake, driving to the low block. Mockler goes up, past 2 defenders, blocked. He met the hand of Carson Drake, and here come the Blue Waves. 7:23 left. They can get the lead. All they need is to put the ball in the basket. Miles Drake pulling up from beyond the free throw line to short. Foul underneath. Should go against Carson Drake.
Yeah, he had his hands on his back, thoroughly pushed him from behind. And now you see Aiden extending their pressure full court. Very interesting.
Blandish inbounding to the right of the hoop, lasers it in and gets it right back. Strong passing from Ludlowe. They've been pretty good with the passing so far. Blandish got a screen working toward the near side, but still straight away. Pulls up, long 3. That's too strong. Their 3-point shooting is not done very well either.
You're right.
7 minutes left.
They've only hit maybe 1 3 today. Just starting, though, the second half area. They got to try to get that ball back inside, play inside out at this point. Darien has them rattled.
Simeon Dole, 6:45 left. Corner 3. That's too short. Off the hands of Dole. Leonard goes up,
rebound,
got the
Aiden.
rebound, fights past his defenders. Oh, tried to flick it out to Blandis, but it was a weird little, I don't even want to call it a pass, but it was just a weird little movement from the ball that went into the stands.
2 Darien guys had his arm. How could that not be a foul?
Drake straight away, got a screen, moving to the far side of the free throw line. High post, now dumps it out, back up top. Here is Dole.
That's excellent defense by Connor Aiden.
Dole screen, moving far side. Now throws to Bloomer. Bloomer to the free throw line. High post stops, spins. Simeon Dole driving into the lane. Past 2 defenders, lays it in. And for the first time tonight, the Blue Wave lead.
Yeah, and they're picking up full court. You see the momentum has completely shifted here. Look at the 2 benches. Darien standing up over there, clapping. I mean, we need a basket badly here.
Here's Began, high post. Works it to Leonard. Finds Lawler, got a screen. Flips it to Began, driving into the lane. Up with one hand, no. Got his own rebound. Oh, and he just missed it off front iron. Those are the shots you have to have go down. Here come the Blue Wave in transition.
You put in all the effort, too, to get that follow-up rebound.
Landis poked it free, but out of bounds off the senior captain. You're absolutely right. This Darien team clearly came here to try and pull off the upset. Obviously, 8-9, it's not much of an upset, but an upset nonetheless. 5:25 left in the third, spinning to the free throw line. Pokes it back out into the corner for Carson Drake. Now gives to Dole, crossover to the block, and backs it out. Long 3, far side. That goes down. Oh, boy, Drake is on fire. 5:10 left in the third, and it's now up to 4. John Daly's not going to wait much longer before he calls a timeout. If they don't get a basket here, they need to stop the game.
Yeah, Aiden, they are feeling confident right now, Darien. You're exactly right. A basket is a must here.
Leonard controls straight away. I don't know why he's out there. Someone needs to help him into the corner. Now they got Leonard on the low block. Spins
right there.
Up too strong. Poke to him. In the paint, puts up one hand off back iron. And finally, that's a sigh of relief let out on the Ludlowe sideline. They finally break this, what was now a 10-11-0 run.
Yeah, but that's where they got to go to work, Aiden. They have the advantage down there. Between Leonard's size and Began and Mockler's strength, they got to get inside, get to work.
Dole for Bloomer, dumps it off far side for Drake. And they reset. Dole controls high on the elbow. Now to the low block. Tried to circle it around. Pass was saved by Blandis. Cross lane pass. That's intercepted by Lawler. They're going to reset with 4:03 left in the third. All righty. They can try and tie it. They could take a lead with a 3. Lawler with a screen, finds the three, straight away. Oh, just missed off the front of the rim.
Just short, Aiden. That was right on line.
Long outlet to the basket. Bloomer in the paint. Oh, he almost had an N1, but he's off to the line. Nonetheless, going to go shoot two. That rolled around and out. 3:47 left in the third, and Ludlowe, who led by 3 at the half, now trailing by 2 almost at the end of this third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to take their mass break first. Again, to Ludlow's advantage, right? Regroup, get organized. Looks like they're going to bring Vivona in. Looks like Began maybe took a shot to the chin, maybe, or the mouth. Looks like he's in pain, but he's a tough kid. I'd be stunned if he was hurt.
3:47 left in the third. It's 24-22. Ludlow's on top. Great to have you with us on FSN. We apologize for the technical issues in the beginning of the game, but we'll live.
Yeah, we worked for him. We missed about 2 minutes of game time.
True story. And we hope it'll be backing up for the girls tomorrow. At the free throw line, hitting his first is Bloomer. This lead cannot get more than 4 or 5 for Ludlowe, for Darien. The Falcons really need to stop, and they're bringing the three-point shooter, Vivona, back into the game. It's interesting. They've gone with a much smaller lineup. The three ball has not been falling for them, but I'm going to try it again. That goes down 26-22, 3:47 left in the third. Lawler inbounding to the right of the basket. Tight man-to-man defense in a full-court press for the Blue Wave. Trying to get somebody free. Lawler's got to get it in. He finally finds Vlandis. Close to a 5-second violation.
Nice job coming back to the ball by Alex. Connor was in trouble there, Aiden.
Mockler far side tried to drive on the baseline. Now circles it back around. Leonard, Vivona high on the post. Tried to entry to Mockler. It's tipped into the hands of Lawler. Takes it up top. Across the Falcon logo. Spun free off his shoe. Almost a backcourt violation. Here's Vlandis. Got his defender to miss. One more pass. Leonard, no. Got his own rebound. Back up and in. Big shot to narrow the lead down to 2.
Yeah, great effort right there, Aiden. I like Leonard down low. That's their advantage.
Preston. Bounces for Dole. On the wing. Cross-court pass. Preston. On the near side. To Dole again. Crossover into the lane. There's a jump ball. It looked like it was going to be a foul, but Mockler was able to get his hands on the ball. He went to shoot.
Yeah, great defense right there by James.
Lawler looking for an entry. He's got it. Finding Vivona. Back to Connor. Guarded tightly by Preston. Hand on him as he moves to the front court. To the front court right. Driving in. Pulling up in the paint. Oh, just missing was Vlandis. Offensive foul on Eric Leonard.
Yeah, good effort by Leonard. Very little contact there, Ian. I don't like the call at all.
2:35 left. Only one foul on each bench. That's big, considering they both ended with 4 fouls in the first half. That's the second foul on Leonard, though. He needs to stay in the game. They need some size.
Yeah, very subtle here, though, Aiden. Look at the 2 benches, right? I mean, the energy is palpable down there on the Darien side. And we're going to have to kind of match their intensity. It looks like there's a break. There's maybe finding some blood somewhere.
I was wondering if the referee was going to say anything. They were standing very, very close to each other on that Darien bench. They were up and standing and clapping and shouting. Yes, they had masks on, but theoretically they should be sitting down at least. Blue Wave are going to have to deal with Ludlow's full court press now, and they found Drake to inbound, and Ludlow's going to let him go. Preston, high on the post in the front court right to the block. Cross lane pass. What a bucket from Drake. It's a 2, and it's 28-24.
Yeah, beautiful cut and find right there, Aiden. Darien's playing good basketball right now.
The Darien bench is on their feet and in a frenzy in the Blue Wave end zone. Mockler to the high post, kicks into the corner, and back out. Lawler made his man miss to the free throw line. A little bit more. Floater one-hander, no.
That
Ball went out of bounds. Yeah, Keating went out, got hard, hit the deck. It is a foul. It's Darien's second. Each team with 2. That's the second foul on the Blue Wave. They put up 1 on the scoreboard. Oh, no. That is the second foul on Preston. Would be big if they can get him to sit for a while. Vavona straight away 3. Too strong. Tipped long and loose on the floor.
Great hustle right there,
ball. Those jump balls are big for Ludlowe. They can slow things down. Clearly, this fast-paced game is not their game.
Yeah, good shot there, though, by Vavona. They got to have him keep shooting it. This is no time to get tentative with your shot.
Bouncing into Preston. And good that the junior is comfortable enough to take that shot. Preston guarded by Vlandis straight away. Vlandis reaching for that basketball, couldn't poke it free, so they're going to reset. Preston again, straight away, now driving. 2 steps, just beyond the low block, missed. Good putback, Drake rolls around and in. So now the lead's up to 6. That's the largest Blue Wave lead.
They need a timeout, Aiden. There they go.
The Blue Wave bench has been electric. 1:19 to play. It's a 6-point game here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they are absolutely helping propel this team, Aiden. Engaged, energetic, very into the game over there. Good timeout by Coach Daly. Regroup. Still a ton of time left in this game. Minute 19 left in the third. So you have a full period ahead of you. And they're getting good shots. They're getting shots in the lane. Right, a little runner by Connor, a little runner by Alex, right? You see Eric working hard down there. They're getting a lot of really good shots. So you got to build on that.
1:19 left in the third. It's a 6-point lead for the Blue Wave. We entered the half. It was a 3-point lead for Ludlowe. Darien has quickly turned it around.
Yeah, Darien carried that momentum that they had end of the second quarter right into this quarter. And they haven't turned back. A beautiful drive and dishes to the big kid underneath the basket. They're playing good basketball right now.
$1:19 to play in the third. It's a 6-point lead for Ludlowe.
And all of this pressure isn't creating turnovers. It has them playing tentatively.
Vlandis inbounding to the left of the scorer's table into the backcourt. Keating gave to Lawler. Back to Keating. Oh, off the low block. He would have hit the layup if he had just been able to handle it, but it goes out of bounds. Darien basketball.
Aiden, that was a beautiful play right out of the timeout. They just didn't capitalize. And that's a travel, Aiden. The ref is standing right there.
Darien gets another basket. Now it's an 8-point lead. Almost a minute left in the third. Vlandis trying to cook something up, driving to the low block and around. Finding Lawler. 3, open on the wing. Too short. Rebound. Poke free to Mockler, who saves it. Bounces it to nobody. And it's picked up by Drake. Brings it into the front court, driving into the lane. Pulls up too short. Fighting for the rebound. It's tipped to Vavona. They're going to try and slow things down. That was way too fast. 37 seconds left. 35 seconds left. In the third quarter, Ludlowe trailing by 8. Tight guard with Preston and Lawler. Dribbling with one hand, finding Vlandis. Free throw line extended left. And
need a basket right here, Aiden.
Crossover to the low block. Beats 2 Darien defenders. Missed it high off glass. Good putback by King. 32-26. 10 seconds left as Preston brings it up on the near side. 7 seconds left as he moves to the front court. 5 seconds on the wing. Crossing over to the free throw line, to the low block. Puts it up. Too short, wedged in between the backboard and the rim. And it falls down to end the third quarter. Very uncomfortable quarter for Ludlowe. They trail by 6 as we go to the final 8 minutes.
It was an uncomfortable quarter. They only scored 6 points, right? Outscored 15-6 that quarter, Aiden. But guess what? They're only down 6. right? So here's start of the fourth. I still like the advantage they have down low. You saw it with Keating again when he came in for Leonard, kind of using his strength and will underneath there to get some easy baskets. Leonard had a few easy baskets too, based off of putback effort. They're gonna have to get inside, Aiden, and then play inside out. Beautiful look over here by Connor on the three, right on line. Just didn't go in.
Man, we were talking about those upsets in the FCAIC tournament. Greenwich has won by 4 points. So the 2 and 3 seeds are both done after one game. Ridgefield is the only one of those top 3 seeds that will advance if they can win. That's incredible. So Greenwich is going to play Fairfield Ward for a spot in the semifinals. Who would have thought that?
That's amazing, Aiden. Fairfield Ward can find themselves in the semifinals all of a sudden.
And you know what? Good for Greenwich. They were here. They played a very tough game against these guys. Ludlowe barely won. They have some great players. Both of Tiki Barber's sons are on that team. They almost beat St. Joe's in the regular season. They fell by, I think, 2-3 points. And now they come back and beat them in the playoffs. If the girls' tournament is anything like the boys', and I'm not sure that it will be, if the girls' tournament is anything like the boys', we better be ready to see another great game tomorrow.
I would love to see the girls' tournament look like the boys', but I'm not that optimistic.
7:54 left in the quarter. Blue Wave basketball. Drake will inbound right near us. Into the backcourt, Preston. Guarded by Vlandis. Vlandis has played terrific defense today against one of the best players offensively in the league. Preston got a screen, moving to the high post. Pass fake, but he traveled. Got into the paint, but not legally. 7:42 left. Turnover. Ludlowe needs to try and make it a one-possession game within the next 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, he has some kind of athleticism on him, but that is not the way you want to start.
No, he tripped.
Yeah.
Another full court press. This time they go long for Sean Mockler. Good to see him in the game. Loose on the floor. That's a jump ball. Blue Wave wanted to travel. They won't get it. 7:38 left in the fourth.
Yeah, the refs are letting a lot of stuff go, and right now Darien is the aggressor. Right there is a perfect example. Right, technically that's a foul. I mean, two guys converge on Mockler, no call, so that's the advantage. Then goes to the aggressor.
They stay in the front court with the inbound to Carson Drake. Hands off to Dole. High on the wing. 7:28 left in the fourth. Blue Wave by 6. Probably content to take some time off the clock. Long three, far side. That goes down. Oh, what a big shot. That's a huge one.
Yeah, that looked pure, Aiden.
7:13 left. That was Miles Drake, who has been the Achilles heel of this Ludlowe team. 7:07 left. Bouncing to the high post. Leonard going to take it himself, driving through. No foul called. Ball goes out, and it will stay with Ludlowe. Surprised no foul was called there. They are really letting them play.
No, they are. I've been saying that all game, Aiden. How is there no foul on that?
Especially since Darien is outnumbering Ludlowe in the paint every single time, about 3-1. Vlandis bouncing. Mockler, his pass goes to Leonard, but he was fouled before he could get the pass off. That's the first foul committed by Drake. Nobody in too much foul trouble on either side. Couple guys with 2, but nobody with more than that. Goes to Leonard, puts it up. Oh, it's off back iron, hanging around. Got his own rebound, and that time it goes off glass and in. He's had a couple that have just hung around and not been able to go down.
He has, but he's stuck with it, Aiden. He's been their best offensive threat.
7-point lead, cross-court pass, wide open. Fiorita goes to Drake, into the paint, puts it up and in. No foul. But Ludlow's going to try to catch him in transition. Here's Lawler ahead of the pack, sprinting. Almost lost the basketball, but will reset. This is a big possession, trailing by 9. Largest lead of the night for Darien. Straight away, Vlandis starts his drive to the free throw line. Pass blocked inside. Darien trying to save it, goes right to Mockler. Through his legs, loose on the floor. Ball is still loose, and a jump ball.
The Darien coach was trying to call timeout, but no one had possession, Aiden. can't be granted timeout until possession is granted.
And they were close to getting a foul. The ball kind of squirted out right into the hands of Drake. He was very close to getting a foul.
You're right.
Oh, beg your pardon, a travel.
Looks like Leonard has more blood on him. They're pulling him out again.
He's out. Keating's in. This is a very small Ludlowe group. They're clearly going to try to shoot their way out of this.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you have 3 shooters out there at a minimum. Plus, Sean could shoot.
That's tough because Eric has most of their points in this second half. They go low block. Keating backs him down one-handed. Oh, just missed. Good rebound by Lawler, though. And they rotate around the perimeter. Long three. Vlandis. Too strong. The three-point shooting's been nowhere. Mockler got a rebound. Put it up too short. Blue Wave got the rebound. Here's Drake. His pass to Preston. Double-handed. Overhand pass. Cross court. In the lane. Got it. 39-28 with 5:44 left. This has been a big stretch for the Blue Wave.
It certainly has, Aiden. They have just absolutely dominated this game since midway through the second period. I mean, their whole demeanor is different, right? The tempo they're playing with, the intensity, the energy from the bench. I mean, everything about them has completely turned around since halfway through the second period.
5:44 left in the game. It's 39-28. Ludlowe really needs a basket. This has been a very tough half for them. They clearly cannot play this fast.
Yeah, the good news is there's still 5:44 left in the game. Right. The bad news is, they only have 28 points up to this point, down 11. So this is when you start to think, all right, we got to get hot. We got to go to some plays that we know work. Get some of our guys in spots where they're comfortable, where they can score. Maybe it's Leonard down low. Maybe it's Alex curling around for a 3. Right? Get a shot where they can all of a sudden turn this momentum around. Because right now, this is all Darien.
The problem has been they can't get the three-point shot to fall. Usually that's their go-to shot. That's what they've needed and gotten all season long, and they've shot in less than 10% from beyond the arc tonight.
Yeah, they have not, unfortunately, shot the ball well. You're right. And it's not because they've had bad looks. They've had great looks. They're just not going in. And this man-to-man pressure, Aiden, has bothered them.
They can run the baseline. Lasers for Keating. Almost had it stripped away. Lost the ball. Taken away to the rack. No, it's too strong off the glass. All right, so here comes Lawler. It's 3-on-2. Ludlow's got the numbers. Vavona. Long three, Vlandis. They just can't get it to fall.
They needed that one, Aiden.
5:24 left. Lasered up ahead. Drake. Crossover to the low block. Pulling up. Too strong. Good rebound, Lawler. They got to score here. Try to slow it down, most likely. That's exactly what he's going to do. James Mockler's coming back in.
And Drake, I tell you, he's got a nice little low crossover. It's impressive.
Long three, straight away. Lawler can't get it. But Vavona rips the long rebound. They're getting the rebounds, too, offensively. Vlandis three. That can't go. Another rebound, Vavona. Lawler skips into the lane, left it strong. 4:48 left in the fourth. Loose on the floor. Almost had the leg of Drake. But the Blue Wave bring it up.
Those are 3 very good looks.
Cross-court pass. And back up top for Preston. Guarded with Vlandis tightly in his face. Blows right by him, lasering to the corner, and backed out. 4:23 left. They're content to just take some time off. Corner three, wide open. Around and out. Long rebound, tipped into the hands of Dole from the low block, and one! And that may do it. 41-28 with 4:13 left.
He's an impressive little player, Aiden. He's got a good motor. Gets up. He's got good hops. I love his little crossover. Kid's a talented little sophomore.
4:13 left. That's the first foul on Keating. I mean, that was maybe it. We'll see if Ludlowe can make any sort of comeback. Shot rims out of bounds. Gonna go to Ludlowe. I mean, they just got to start shooting now.
Sticking with this full court man.
They are. Vlandis cannot run the baseline. He's trapped to the right of the hoop. Needs help. Long pass. Lawler's got it all alone. One man to beat, and he does. All right, so now it's down to 11 again. 4:05 left. Ludlow's got to get a stop here.
Love that. They need more of that. The first time they made him pay for that press.
Vlandis commits a foul in the front court. I thought he was fouled by Drake in the backcourt there, with Drake kind of pushing off of him a little bit. 3:59 left in the fourth. It's an 11-point lead for the Blue Wave. First round of the FCAIC playoffs. Winner meeting likely the number 1 seed Ridgefield.
They'll take their mass break. Again, sometimes this can play in your benefit. Gives you a chance to kind of regroup, take some deep breaths, slow down your breathing. Again, may seem insurmountable, but it is only 11 points, Aiden. So they're going to have to get more of those easy baskets off of this press. The first one they've gotten right there.
If this game ends the way it looks right now and Darien gets the win, it will be the fourth of 7 first-round games. No, fourth of 8 first-round games that ends with the underdog moving on. When they say March Madness, they truly mean it. Into the backcourt, Blue Wave basketball with 3:55 left. 11-point lead. Stopping, entry to the high post, cross-court pass into the corner. Lofted now to the low post near side for Fiorita. Goes up. Got it. 43-30. Ludlowe trailing by 13. The biggest strength they've had is getting back on offense.
He has been effective all game, Aiden. He may not look pretty, but he's effective.
Flipping, Mockler shoots just outside the low block, missed. Rebound, tipped into the hands of Drake. Outlet up ahead, Dole to the rack. He is blocked, and a foul committed by Mockler.
Yeah, good hard foul. Make him go to the line, earn him.
.324 left in the fourth. It's a 13-point lead for the Blue Wave. Off back iron. This is the first. Eric Leonard is back into the game. He can certainly help height-wise.
Yeah, him and Keating have played very well today.
Second shot in, out, rebound Mockler. Ludlow's got to go with 3:20 left in the fourth. They trail by 13. Lawler, cross lane pass, couldn't handle it. Loose on the floor, Blue Wave got it, and they call a timeout. 3:14 left, and they still lead by 13.
Yeah, smart little play there. I mean, this kid has continued to play good basketball. Jumps on the ball, loose ball, calls the timeout to save possession. He's hit these little bunnies down here on this end the entire second half. This has been a really good performance by Darien. It's not lack of effort, Aiden. Ludlowe's playing with tremendous effort. Moving the ball well, getting good shots, just not falling.
.314 left in the fourth. It's been a tough 3 quarters for Ludlowe. Good for the Blue Wave. If they can hang on here, they'll avenge a regular season defeat that cost them a home playoff game. They're going to have a tough one against Ridgefield, but if they play like this, no reason they can't at least hang with them.
Definitely. They've played tremendous this game.
Mockler pokes it away into the front court, and an emphatic rejection.
How is that not a foul?
Oh,
Aiden?
Bloomer came in.
Out there in. Unbelievable.
Ludlowe has 5 fouls, the Blue Wave 3.
He is calling. You see the Ludlowe coaches saying, "How in Lord's name is that not a foul?" I mean, when you're a ref and you have to explain the call, it's pure frustration now. Aiden. I expect this to end badly. Pure frustration over there by Coach Daly.
John Daly is red
and
livid.
The refereeing's been terrible today.
Landis inbounding to the right of the hoop. 3:01 left. To the corner. Lawler entry. Leonard turns around in the lane. Left it strong. 2:53 left. Ludlow's got to really amp up the defensive pressure. Need a takeaway. Preston. Cross-court pass. Blue Wave can really take some time off the clock here. We'll see if Ludlow lets him. To the free throw line. Stops. Preston. Oh, almost went into a three. They'll go straight away three. Too short. Mockler corrals the rebound. 2:30 left. Mockler trudging straight ahead. One-handed floater. No. Got his own rebound and a backdoor pass. But to stay with Ludlow, went out before he could pass it away.
Yeah, frantic right now, Aiden. Unfortunately, it's not playing in Ludlow's benefit.
Zips to Galusha. Bouncing, high post Leonard, finding Lawler, corner three. That finally goes.
Needed it.
All right, well, it narrows it to 10, 2:10 left. Blue Wave into the front court.
Travels.
There's the travel. The second on Preston today. Drake could have taken that to the rack himself, but instead tried to slide it
I would like to see that
to the low block for Preston.
They kind of loop around and go deep.
Lawler brings it into the front court. Head down, shoulders up, and shoulder down. Goes to the line, and he'll get fouled.
I like it. Force the action. Listen, the ref, he's sensitive right now. He just got chewed out by the entire Ludlow bench. Any contact he's going to call.
2:02 left in the fourth. It's only a 10-point game. And with 2 minutes left, things certainly don't look so bad for this Ludlow team. Got to work quick, though. Lawler goes to the line. These are two very big free throws for the senior captain. Trying to make sure he is not playing in his final game. First shot down, 9-point game. Lawler is at the line, ready to shoot a second. Crouches, eyes the rim, shoots, got it. So he's 2 for 2. Those free throws are going to come in clutch. It's now a 8-point game, 43-35. Ludlow has the press on.
Another travel.
Preston for Drake straight away. He's in tough coverage. Foul by Galusha. That's the 6th on Fairfield Ludlow.
Yeah, they had fouls to give, so you got to be aggressive.
A minute 51 left in the fourth. 43-35. Long looping pass. It's inbounded into the backcourt. Preston. Lasering to Drake. And Drake straight away, looking for an entry pass. Instead, stays on the wing. Another foul. This one, another on Galusha. 7 fouls on Ludlow. Those are some you just can't give away.
Yeah, clock is now the enemy, though. So, the strategy could be to foul down the stretch here. See if Darien can make those foul shots.
Minute 37 left.
We haven't seen Preston at the line today. Look here on that one.
Yeah, he hits his first. Second on the way. That goes as well. 45-35, 1:35 left in the fourth. Ludlow's got to move. Lawler between the legs, dribbling into the front court. Gives to Galusha to the free throw line. Back, Landis tries the three. That's too strong. Long rebound, corralled by Drake. And now they have no choice but to foul with a minute 23 left, down by 10. That's Ludlow's 8th.
Yeah, even that shot right there, Aiden, looked good. Just a tad too long. Kicks off. It's been the story of the game.
First shot in. If Ludlow can't pull this one out, we're going to need a game to go to on Friday.
Pick one out. A lot of upsets.
Well, believe it or not, there's going to be one in our very own backyard across town at Ward.
That's right.
Ward is the 10 seed. They're going to get a home game in the second round. That one rolls around and out from Mockler. He will pick up a foul underneath, trying to go for a jump ball.
So that's Friday night, right?
Should be. maybe around this time. They may play 7 o'clock. That'll be Ward and Greenwich. Winner's going to play in the semifinals.
Yeah, you know, it's been one of those years.
Unpredictable,
so
absolutely.
Why not make the FCAIC tournament be topsy-turvy as well?
And the other game, either 6-seeded West Hill or 11-seeded Trumbull versus 14-seeded Bassick. Off backboard in, 47-35, the lead up to 12 for Darien.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up, Aiden. We've just missed a bunch of our shots, and here Darien is banking in foul shots.
Missed it short. Maybe the first foul they missed all day. Mockler, as usual, with all kinds of effort, takes it coast to coast, lays it in, and a timeout, John Daly. 47-37. They've narrowed it to 10 with 1:06 left.
Yeah, listen, that was a quick basket. They needed that. Minute 6, 10-point game. Not impossible, especially if they can foul the big kid again, Aiden. Make him shoot foul shots.
That's James to a T, though, right there. Doesn't matter what the score is or how much time is left. He's just going to take it. He's been probably the most reliable member of this team today.
Yeah,
just took it, head down, didn't need anybody else, just took it coast to coast.
When you play with effort, Aiden, it's always consistent. So where the shots going, not going, that's part of the game. But effort, I mean, James, he brings it. So you know what you're going to expect out of him.
1:06 left in the fourth.
Unfortunately, they're taking the big kid out, right? Clearly not a good foul shooter. He's going to have to try someone else. I mean, Preston looks smooth. Pryor, number 14, the sophomore, he has struggled a little on the line today. So maybe you take your chances with him.
Patrick Galusha checks out maybe for the final time as a Falcon. What a career he's had. And we're going to have to start talking about him if they can't turn things around in the next few seconds. Laser to the far side. Preston on the wing. Dumps it to the free throw line. Dole is going to get fouled. No, that was Drake, and he's headed to the line. Miles Drake will shoot. And trailing by 10 with 53 seconds left. You're likely going to see these seniors check out one final time and get the applause they so deserve. We'll just see how long that takes. .53 seconds left, and both go down for Miles Drake. Lawler takes it up the near side. They have to move very quickly. Vlandis, Lawler launches the three. Too short. Rebound, poke to Darien, and shovel to Drake. See how long they wait to foul. Drake should have taken himself to the rack. Too short. Fun reverse from Preston. Couldn't get that either, and the Blue Wave get another offensive rebound, and Alex Vlandis will foul. Ludlowe is well above 10 by this point.
Yeah,
Ronnie Labraciano is going to come in, and he's going to check out for one of these seniors. In fact, an entire group of underclassmen is coming in and fitting. The group that is now going to really run this program. Labraciano and Began and a number of them coming in as the seniors check out one final time. What a career for guys like Lawler and Vlandis and Began. I beg your pardon, Leonard. James Mockler. And it's a shame that we didn't get to see more of them. They didn't play much last year because of all the seniors that were on the team last year, but they got such well-deserved attention this year. Labraciano, coast to coast, 51-39 with 17 seconds left in the clock running.
Yeah, I mean, the effort was there.
Took it away again. Ronnie's headed to the line. He's going to be a very big part of this team next year, even if he doesn't start. Such a scrappy player. Kind of reminds me of Lawler or Vlandis. Not the biggest guys on the court, but they can really move and play the guard position well.
Yeah, no doubt. He's got good wheels. Tough little kid. Likes the game. Nice to see him come in. Get, 3-4 quick points. Big fan of Ronnie. He plays hard.
Second shot out. Darien gets the rebound, and Preston will dribble it out. The Blue Wave are moving on to face the top seed Tigers. 51-40. A gutsy road win by this Darien crew.
Yeah, it was, Aiden. I mean, it's games, they ebb and flow. And unfortunately, once this tide turned midway through the second, Ludlowe just never got it back. Credit Darien.
And it's bittersweet because, as many know, this is it. After this season, you and I are out. Maybe somebody new will come in, but this is it for us with the boys, at least. A lot of thanks to John Daly and this entire team who's been so great to us, and we've done a number of their games, some of their biggest games over the years, with their first Fairfield Prep Holiday Classic Championship in a long, long time last year. We've seen them play in some great state tournament games and FCAIC tournament games, and it's bittersweet as we say goodbye to this group.
Yeah, no doubt, Aiden. Been a great 4-year career for these guys, for you as well. It's the ending. It's never easy, Aiden. It's always very sad.
Well, not much more to say. Your final is 51-40. We're going to try to get at least one more game on the air of this tournament. Certainly one of our favorites to do, and with the new format this year, we'll maybe across town on Friday. I know the folks at Ward would certainly love to have us, and that's about it for us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. The girls, I can say with confidence, will be lasting at least until the weekend.
Definitely. That you can guarantee.
at least until the weekend, but they're going to play their first game against 13 seed Wilton tomorrow. We'll have a much lighter broadcast. It won't be nearly as intense as this was.
True. But, you look over there at the Ludlowe bench, Aiden, especially the seniors, right? I mean, the moment has set in. They're very sad. It's the ending. It's just rough. I mean, you see Alex, you see Connor, you see, the Mockler boys with their heads down, Began with the coat over his head. It's just the ending's horrible. You hate to see it end. It just goes too fast.
It really does. But if there's one bright spot to take away, it is the group that's coming in next year that had some of their guys like Began and Stephen Keating playing with the team, and then they had their guys in the end that came in. And Tate Mahoney certainly has the potential. I know you love to see him play. Your son Ryan will be up within a few years, and they certainly have a very bright future ahead of them.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt, right? You hate to quickly move on, but you're right. You saw a lot of talented juniors today. Vona plays hard.
Yep.
Egan, super tough. Keating, I mean, just battled when he was in there. You mentioned Tate, terrific young players. We didn't get to see Cooper Daly till the end, but another talented junior. So Ludlowe does have a lot of pieces coming back, but right now, Aiden, it's all about these seniors and just how crushed they are over there. You hate to see it.
Certainly was fun to cover these games, and we have some more, just not with these fun guys. Appreciate everything Coach Daly has done for us. We never got to air it, but he sat down for an entire 15-minute pregame interview, and we'll certainly miss him. So for Scott Torello, I'm Aiden Blank. We're back at it tomorrow night. The girls make their run for the hardware. We're hoping they can bring us a championship and send us out on the highest note there is.
Absolutely. Go girls now. Go Lady Falcons.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. But the final tonight in the FCAIC Sweet 16 is Darien 51 and Ludlowe 40. For Scott Torello, I'm Aiden Blank. Have a great rest of your night.